Hi everyone, it's Tanya. I just wanted to do a quick video on how to use our Vanco e-giving webpage for those of you that are unfamiliar with it. If you visit our website at danburymethodist.org, you will see on that left side here a donate button. If you click on that, it will take you to the next page, which will then bring you down to, if you scroll down to this big giant donate button. That will then take you to the next page. So the first thing you're going to have to do is create a profile. I'm not going to click on that since I've already done that. And that's going to ask you for your name and your email address and other information. And I do believe I created this a couple of months ago, so I don't entirely remember, but I believe that you're going to have to verify that you've created this through your email. So once you do that, you go back to your email and you will click on the verification link that it sends you. So once you have that, you're going to log in. And it's going to take you to the next page. Now, so you're going to see that I did a bunch of transactions this month. And so I'm going to just add a transaction. You will see your summary every month if you're doing this every month. And that highlighted button is our general fund. So that's sort of our default. That's where you see that highlighted because that's where most people, will be giving. And that number, you can put in any number you'd like. The advantage of this is you could also do things like give weekly altar flowers. I could just put in, I'd like to do one flower, and I'm going to tell her, I'll let the church know that I want to do it on a certain day, and it's going to be in memory of or honor of or celebration of. And I'd make that note, and that note will be passed along to the altar guild. We've also added things like the Christmas flowers and Easter flowers, and in the future there may be other options on here as we might have special givings. If we have a special giving Sunday coming up or something like that, we can add a temporary button that you can add that as well. And you could do that all at one time. And not only that, when the church receives the report, we will know, oh, this went for the flowers, this went for the special giving, this went for this. So the report will be very detailed, which is one of the reasons why we chose the Vanco site. It wasn't just recommended from the New York Annual Conference, but it was also recommended from the Methodist Church as a whole. This is apparently the preferred e-giving. A lot of Methodist churches use this one. They've been using it for years. They have a long relationship with the church, and they've been vetted, and they do a lot of nonprofit as well as churches. The Vanco company does. So the nice thing is, unlike using something like PayPal, I do know a couple of churches that do use PayPal, you don't get that breakdown. So if you choose to do something besides just the general fund, and right now we're just getting used to this, so there's just a couple of things you can do here. So I'm going to add a donation right now. And I'm going to scroll down, and you're going to see where it says help the offset the ACH fee. That is any fees that are associated with. Now, fees are either percentage or flat rate. If you choose to take it directly out of your checking account, it is a flat rate. If you choose to use your debit or credit card, there's a percentage fee. That is just standard procedure with sort of anything, even if you had using bill pay, I believe through I think if you had a check sent directly from your bank, which is certainly an option, we have lots of members that do that in our church as well as many churches. A lot of people do set that up, and I'm not sure. I don't think that there's a fee involved with that on our end. But also, some banks you can do 3 checks per month like that or free or something like that. But if you choose to do bill pay through your bank, I do know at least my bank has a fee associated with that. So there are fees involved. There are also fees involved with if you choose to get envelopes from the church, because those are also paid for. So there's definitely fees involved. But this is certainly not required at all. You do not have to. You can certainly leave this amount zero. I'm not right now, but however, that can be left zero, but I am going to offset that fee. You're going to choose whether it's one time, weekly, biweekly. Like a lot of things, I do all of my banking online, all of my bill paying online. And obviously most of the time I choose monthly for things because I pay things monthly. But for this, you could, how we give to the church is entirely different and up to us. If you do choose to have a recurring one, my suggestion would just be monthly, only because that does reduce the fee structure involved or the fees involved. But it is entirely up to you. However you choose to give, to our church is however you choose to give, and we are thankful for it. So I'm going to do it as a one-time, and I'm going to continue that. Now, I've already set up my credit card as well as my checking account. When it's doing donation information, you're going to go to account and it's going to say new account. You're either going to choose new account. You can pick your debit or credit card or your checking account. And when you do your checking account, it's going to ask for information such as your debit and your check account number, as well as your routing number and your bank name and all the information that is on the front of your check. You can choose your savings account as well. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm actually not going to go through completely this donation. I practiced this video a couple times, so I've already given a couple times already, which is at some point someone's going to say, hey, why do you keep giving to the church every single minute? But all right, so I've already set this up with my credit card information. One thing I do want you to know is each time if you choose a debit or credit card, you will have to manually type in that 3-digit code that's on the back of your credit card. That's become pretty standard on all websites that are using a credit or debit card. It used to be you could store that number in. Now they don't want you to store that number in. If you were to do it through your credit, I'm going to, again, I'm going to kind of just go through this very quickly. And it's going to be one-time donation, weekly, however you choose to do it, like I said. Now, if I wanted to, I'm going to add a new checking account number. So this is what's going to pop up the first time you do it, and you add a new checking account number. It's going to ask for that routing information. It's going to ask for your account number. This is your routing number that tells the company what your bank is, and then this would be your account number. Many people, and then you're definitely going to have to check after you have put those numbers in, or because I've already done that, I've already set that up, so I would just pick that account number, and then I would click I'm not a robot, and then I would press process right here. I'm not going to do that right now, but once you do that, it's going to take you to a thank you page, and it's going to say thank you for donation, and it's actually going to give you this summary right here, how much you paid and what it went through. The advantages of using this particular site is that the funds are available within 1 or 2 business days. They're automatically deposited in our checking account. So that is advantageous to us as a church. It's also to you. I know a lot of people, at least a lot of people I know and myself, I don't really balance my checkbook anymore because fees are taken out automatically. So I sort of check that daily. So I know when things have cleared and if not cleared. So that money is gone right away. I do want to stress that this is certainly not required at all. How you choose to give to the church is how you choose to give, and we are immensely thankful and blessed for your donation as well as the generosity of our members. It truly is a blessing to have all of us to work very hard and feel that spirit to keep our church going. I hope to see you all, and I hope this explanation was okay and you got a sense of how to do this. If you have any questions, you can certainly email me or email the church, and they can pass your email along to me, and I'd be happy to try and answer your questions. It is set up pretty easy. You will get here we go. So actually, I'll show you this right now. So you can see that I'm going to get you'll get a thank you. New donation has been made. So you will automatically, as soon as you've done this, you will get a donation, and you will get your summary emailed to you as well. So, and then the finance chair and the finance secretary will also get that information, which will then be passed along to the treasurer. And we are continuing to do all of the, security things that we've always done in terms of when you've given checks regularly in the collection plate or sent it in by mail or anything like that. There is that process of making sure your information is put in correctly. So I hope this has been helpful. If you do wish to go this route, we certainly appreciate it. But also, if you wish to continue to give as you traditionally have, that is also greatly appreciated. One last thing I wanted to ask, I wanted to mention is there is also a mobile app. It is called Give Plus. The Give Plus mobile app, I do not believe that you can use, I don't believe you can use your check with it. I do believe you have to use a credit or a debit card. I'm going to see if it shows you what it looks like. It doesn't really show you what the app looks like on this, but I do have the app on my phone. That this is actually what what it will look like if you go to your app store and your phone and you wanted to put it in. But I like I said, I don't think you can use your checking account with the mobile app. I do think you have to use a credit or debit card. I've used it a couple times. It's fairly simple. I do prefer to do this through the computer, but if we start adding a couple of different things like a special giving or something like that on a Sunday and you happen to be in church and you want to go ahead and give through the app, that would certainly work. You can add that as well. And we do have those cards at church that have the QR code, so that would be available to you to just sort of screen capture that QR code or just take a photo of that QR code. Again, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please feel free to, like I said, reach out to me if I see you in person, and I hope to see you all soon. And have a really wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.